Hello again. And
Hey
we
everyone.
transform into Spanish into English.
Yes.
Actually, when they arrive this time, I say hello.
Yes.
Yeah. In order to get into
Yes.
the ship of English.
Hello,
Yeah.
everybody.
Hello
And
everyone. Very nice to be here. Thank you very much, Lily and
Ah,
everyone who is organizing
¿tú
this
escuchas a
wonderful
René?
day.
¿Es René?
yes, I can hear Rene,
I
You
don't.
don't
I
listen to me?
cannot.
but I
No?
can.
Ah, okay.
I
Let me
can.
let me
Let me
try.
see. Let me ask the people listening if
Hello,
they get
hello,
it.
hello, Lily?
If, I can hear you,
Listen to me, huh?
Rene. Yes,
And
but
Sylvia, if you want I can leave
I cannot.
and then I can go inside
and
again.
coming back again. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Let's
Okay.
try that.
Give me 1 second.
Good. But you can hear me, right?
Yes, yes, but not
Perfect.
René.
Okay. So Rene is coming back. It's going behind the scenes and coming back and
Hello,
very fast.
hello, Sylvia. Now,
Yes. Now,
very
yes.
Oh,
good.
these are the little things from technology.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's always a message. We are synchronizing our messages and our ways of communicating.
Yeah. And I think
Yes.
everything is it's great. You
Yeah.
know, but both of you, we have some events, and sometimes they ask me with interviews, do you want to have certain things asked? And I say, no, whatever you feel to ask me in the moment,
Yeah, yeah,
because that's the way I can answer you in the moment.
yeah. Exactly.
And I like that because a lot of times there are questions I have never asked myself about whatever I'm sharing. And it's for me it's good because when I answer them, I call it it's like a verbal transmission. It's like I'm like, oh yes, that makes sense.
Exactly. It's like a bridge. I feel always,
Yes.
I feel the same like you because when you connect with everyone, in this case, we are us three plus everyone who is making a live right now, this space, we're making a bridge all together, and the information, goes down and we channel it between all of us.
So the best is that it happens in the moment. And I love that. And I love that. And this is exactly what we're inviting for this blueprint for a new humanity is we're co-creating with the universe, with Gaia, with everybody who's here and see there is an intention. There is a vision of what is going to happen, but exactly what's going to happen moment by moment, we need to surrender to that.
Ooh, yeah, true,
Yes.
so
And
I
true.
I
love that
feel that
word.
that's the new way, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's great.
Surrender. The message I've been receiving in the past months, very strong, is surrender to the unknown because it's there where the new can come out. And we're talking here about new humanity, a new human, a new way of a reality, a new way of expressing ourselves. So
Yeah,
surrender to the unknown. And it's like a little bit like,
yeah, so true. Feeling like that too, because when we surrender to the unknown, we are kind of transcending what we know as the uh, this this tool that has been there for a long time ago. That is surveillance. We have been always making and putting all our energy as humanity to that place that take us to always see that we need to survive, the surviving constantly. But nowadays we have like a huge a huge platform that make us and help us to try to transcend that, and instead of surviving we are enjoying, we are having that
Yes.
invitation of enjoying life. And when we get together with the joy of life, then we are entering with the gift that we have all of us.
which we are
Yes.
thriving. It's like from surviving to thriving. It's like,
Yes.
Yeah,
I like that.
so true.
Yes.
Nice.
Fantastic.
and I want to
Fantastic.
introduce you, like,
Yes.
because we have been talking with each other. So you just joined our conversation, but let me
Yes.
introduce Rene and Sylvia, who say yes to co-create for the download of the blueprint for new humanity, where we are bringing a new frequency consciousness that have never been on earth before, and now is the time to help us, to support us, to keep moving in our process of evolution. And they were very kind because the event was it's not possible to do it live, so we say, what's the opportunity here? And the opportunity is that we can invite more co-creators, and that I think is great. And at the same time, normally in the present, it's going to be a live event, but in the more presential events, well, there are always moments where you can share what is happening with you, where you can express what is going on, when, or your ahas moments, you share it. But in the online, you say, how can we do this? And the idea was, oh, let me ask Sylvia and Rene if they can create, they can co-create, they can open their space with their big, big hearts to create roundtables. And this way, so it's like the co-creation keeps happening. So we are, some of us, we are in more at the beginning of the each day, and then they gave us a pause. We go and have a pause, prepare for the next day, and they come and create this, what we were saying in Spanish, the circles of circles, to share and anchor and continue and to make this as an expansion. And I'm very happy that they both say yes, because I felt since I met them, the vibrations are so similar that when we are together, it creates coherence. So, welcome.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you. Thank you
you.
very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Type of.
It's a pleasure and it's an honor.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And it's going to be bilingual. It's going to be in Spanish and in English as the event. The event, it's completely bilingual all the time. And which also creates what we were saying, it creates diversity in completely communion, in union, right? And
Yes.
this is what they create about the round tables. And I'm going to ask both of you, because in Spanish we were sharing a lot about why round table, where it comes from, and why is the time, that we were saying circles of circles of circles. What is with this geometry? Because they both have a lot of wisdom to share with us about it.
Begin, Rene.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Now you pass the hot potato, you know?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's a very, very nice opportunity in order to get to know really deep what we are talking right now, some ingredients like co-creation, the round table, what truly is this ingredient, you know? And it's really, really interesting that in this on this time that we call the new age, somehow all of us we are kind of making true, you know, this new age, this new humanity.
Yes.
We are getting together all the pieces of the huge puzzle that at the end, like what so and some another important ingredient that you say in the beginning, coherence. The coherence is going to help to admire the great landscape that is this huge puzzle among us, you know. So co-creation and roundtable, it has something to do like in the same pattern that is the pattern of circle, you know. In the pattern of circles that is really, really synchronized with all this new age, is helping us to get to know what is everything going on inside of us in our inner labors, and then after that, afterwards, is helping us to understand that everything that is going on in our hearts is expanding through through waves, through electromagnetic waves, through the love, these waves and frequency that at the end is like a dancing, it's like an harmonic dancing. And if we could see with a bionic eye, we could see that dancing and co-creating of that great geometry, and it's really really interesting. Round table, for example, many of us, we could remember that the round table was used a lot in this legend that is of Arthur,
Yes.
Berlin, Avalon. And I always go there every year, and always that I connect there with the guides there. It always tell me the same. There is this huge tower that is the Thor Tower, and it is called that it is the heart chakra, the chakra heart in Europe, in the Mother Europe. And somehow Avalon is the representation, is a symbolic, is the representation of the heart for everything. And when you go into this tower, the Thor that is in Glastonbury, there is a huge and very very powerful gate. Is like physically there is a gate, like kind of a port or a door. And when you go into these gates, like physically you feel that something's going on. And always I have this same feeling. I go into the center, I feel balance, and I kind of integrate into myself, and I go deep into the heart, and I feel Avalon. So symbolically, you go through this gate and you go into the heart. What is going on? The heart is really, really important into the base of this what we call this new humanity. And from there, from that special place, the circle is going to get form, is going to have coherence, because there in the heart is where we all of us meet.
Yay! I like it.
Thank you, Rene.
Yes.
You.
You transport me to Glastonbury and
Oh,
Avalon. And
I
nice.
you,
never.
when you were talking about it, also visually to those round tables, and how it's been an expression of humanity since beginning of times, and in a more also ancient times. Even right now, I'm bringing some information, and it's called the wheel. The Lemurian codes from the Lemurian codes from the wheel. It's always been something like it's something round, and for me, is even in the movement. This is what whenever I feel like what is the hug? You create a circle from the heart, right? I'm a hugger, and I'm a tree hugger. I'm a hugger, and
Yes.
and this is in the round tables. What I feel is that you're creating a bigger hug,
I
right?
love it.
And the more you invite, the bigger the round it goes. And if I think about me hugging trees or hugging, I hug also stones. Whenever I see a big stone, it's like, and it's so this feeling. It's the feeling of a round table where is, which I believe the new is the action from the heart, because it's not about sharing, and this is for me the difference, sharing knowledge. It's about sharing wisdom. And this is from here. And both of you, that's why I'm so happy you both say yes. I feel you so much what you're expressing, not at the level of knowledge, but I can feel your wisdom. And that creates a very beautiful hug, just each of you. It's like when we met physically, those hugs are going to
Woo!
be amazing.
Wow, it's going to be powerful.
But even if we haven't
Yes.
met physically, I
Yes.
feel your hug.
Yeah.
And now you, when you already are able to creating those round tables is opening your heart to more. Oh, I like that picture.
I'm ready to hug.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then to
Great.
dance, as you were saying, right? And then it's the dance because it's like um, the hands, it's like this expression of the heart. And then in those round tables, then you can start moving.
So true.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, there is a term in Latin America, apapacho,
I see.
apapachar. And in Latin America, apapachar, originally, it means hugging the soul,
I
hugging the
didn't
Ah,
spirit.
know that.
I
Yeah,
also didn't know.
yeah. So it comes, I don't know if it is come from the Mayans. I think that is come from
Okay.
Mayans. The thing is that uh, we are transforming this aspect of our mental patterns, and we're going deep into the heart. So, as a society, we're going to discover a lot of things that we haven't seen in thousands of years. We have been experimenting all the lineals and square patterns, but the circle pattern is a huge world that we haven't experienced yet. At least in the last 12,000 years. But going in within our hearts and hug with our hearts, since that feeling, we are transforming the time and space, and that's why it's so important, these online encounters and meetings, because we don't need to know physically, each other. We're already hugging our beings, our true hearts, our souls.
From soul
and
to
then, and
soul.
then the pact is complete when we meet physically, but it's so nice to apapachar.
Yes.
Yes. You know what image I just saw this image? The belly when a woman is pregnant, the belly is a circle, is rounded. It's round. So it's like in this new forms of getting together. It's like we are inside of the big belly, the belly of the cosmic mother, the belly of the great mother. I feel like that, no? And because now we are coming to back to this age where the wisdom of the mother is more and more present, also the love of the mother. And I don't know, in these circles that we are going to help to sustain, I feel, it's going to be this love, this mother love for people, this
Ye-
apapacho, like
yeah, because
Rene
that's
said.
nourishing. This is what I feel when I hug a tree or I hug the stone. It's nourishing and it's an exchange of wisdom and and a very and this is what we create, right? It's this nourishing between each other, from each other, in
Yeah.
what I say, completely surrender to the unknown. You're just there, you're present, you're feeling right now. I'm feeling you, and it's beautiful. It's just, it goes, you can feel the movement of the energy. And that's what I feel that's the new level of co creation. That's for me what is next from the more individual. I feel like we had the time and it was necessary to have the time to
Yes.
harmonize ourselves and to know who I am in all the sense of the world. But now it's time of we are. Now it's like from that point, let's hug each other after hugging yourself, right? It's like We start hugging ourselves, and now let's create through, and the round tables, it's a very nice hugging time. And
Yeah.
thank you so much. One of my words, favorite words in all the languages that I know is
Papacha.
apapacho. And now I understand
Oh.
why. Now I understand why. I mean, for me, apapacho is every time I said it, I said, there's no word. I cannot translate this because it's a feeling. And now it makes so much sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really nice. And you know what is special about the round table is also that we experience and we live the true essence of this age that we know as Aquarius age, you know. But it's not Aquarius uh, alone. Is the complete essence of all the in all the astrology. There is this kind of lines, you know, that they complete with each other. So the the opposite of Aquarius is Leo, you know. So in human terms, Leo is the heart, in the Aquarius is the community. So right now, what you were saying, we are empowering all the hearts, and in the round table, we meet as empowered hearts to live as a true community, the essence of the tribe of we are one, you know, of we are. And I love these kind of new movements and activities because it's a very new way of living God, you know, of living
Yes.
the great self, because
Yes.
we get to know what uh, what is the power, the true power of all the unity of all the channels and all the hearts. You know, when you have the will, I feel the will is like the key to go into a round table and to recognize that you're not alone, and you're not the only one that has been living through the mountain of the self, through this process of getting to know your own heart. Going to the round table is the next level. It's the next
Yes.
level of the game. And when you go there, it's because you're ready. So all of you, or all of us that we're meeting in round tables, is because we are we are willing to have the next experience of the self, living that complete self. You know, that we are all of us.
Yeah, and I love because you're Aquarius, right? And
Yeah,
that's what you're doing. You're
yeah,
absolutely creating this community.
yeah.
And we you mentioned Leo, and Leo is right now being represented by Robert, who's going to enter. Robert, I just put you in, and you left. And
Here comes our Leo.
I don't know
Hi.
if you were
Hi.
hearing what he
Hi.
was saying. He was saying that it's we've been transforming, going from the own heart, which is represented by Leo, going into the community, which is represented by Aquarius. So Robert is Leo and Rene is Aquarius. So here we
Yeah.
have this example,
Yeah,
and
it's
Good.
the axis. It's
and
basically the axis.
and
Yes.
the event. Well, Robert is playing music a lot for every single of the parts, and what he's doing, it's unifying the hearts of everything and the whole wisdom,
Oh.
so we can upgrade ourselves. So then, when we finish that, we're going into the round tables with Sylvia and Rene are going to help to create that community and keep expanding it. So I think everything
Yeah.
is perfect.
Beautiful. Yeah, I heard when Renee was starting to talk about the circle, and it reminded me so much of um, well, first of all, the round table is the circle. You know, the ancient tribes, when they met, they always met in a circle. And but this connection is Dr. Todd talked about this. Dr. Todd will be, of course, with us at this event. And I was reading something he wrote in the introduction to the Cryon book on the DNA, where you're creating the circle where it's coming back to the same thing, but it's also evolving. The circle is evolving, so it does not end up being a circle. It ends up being a spiral because you're evolving each time. And this is so. This is the image of the DNA, of the spiral. The spiral actually going in both directions with the DNA. And when you spiral in both directions, the energy spirals in both directions, you step out of time and space. And then you're one with the universe. You're one with the quantum field. So it's very, very interesting what you're saying there. And great that we're having these circles, then the round
tables is great. And we were saying when we met in Spanish, it's circles of circles of circles. So those spirals, however we want, for me, they're multidirectional. They start fractalizing. They start multiplying itself on Earth and beyond Earth. And right now, while you were talking and doing like this, Robert, it reminded me that Mary is going to be there with bowls, with crystal bowls. And this is exactly what she's doing all the time. It's like she's creating circles of circles just with the sound.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh, everything is so good. It's so, when you surrender, what we were saying today, surrender to the unknown. Because it's there with the new. When you surrender, I feel for this event, there's so much synchronicity happening in how everything is going.
Right.
And one thing that happens when we are together, like here in this round table here, is that, which I love, that's what I love it, because I always, I have ahas. It's like, oh, yes, this is so good. Because we join, as we said before, wisdom. And right now also we're creating this Spain. You're right now in Argentina, right, Sylvia?
Yes.
And and here, so we are Condor and the Eagle join with Spain in the heart.
Spain is the ball.
Yes. So, but it's not like we never planned this. It's like I'm just realizing right now. It's that this is we are unifying this these energies.
When we were talking about co-creating, we have been right now applying what we know the creation. We have been getting to know the power of creation. That is Leo. Leo is going into our hearts with lion, have bravery, being brave, and go with all that brave. We're like ready to know our power of creation, and then after we know our power of creation, we transform the linear pattern, because in the universe there is this universal law that is creation and destruction. So when we have the will to create, not just for us, but also for the community, that the great being that we are, then is when we start to live the co-creation and the power of co-creation, and that is amazing. That is huge.
Exactly. Maybe the people that are listening right now, to help them prepare for this whole thing in September, if they go to my YouTube channel, there is a video there with that accompanies a piece of music called Creation.
Oh, one of my favorites of all time from Robert.
Yeah, so that's the Robert Coxon video channel, and the piece called Creation.
This music, this particular music, in every single of my meetings from the past months, it's like I asked the Cosmic Guy, which one should we use? Creation. And I remember once even say, really? You know, like, okay, it's like
Yeah.
we've done creation. They say, yes, creation.
But
It's,
what's interesting
but
about it
wait.
also, oh,
But
sorry.
it's very, for me, it's exactly create that. When I'm listening to it, I can feel this, like we were saying, with the stone and the water, and going into that's what I feel. And I feel you personally, the music is going to help, but it's up to you to decide how far you want to co-create. It's up to you to allow how far I'm going to hug, how far is like it's going to be
Right.
my hug just here, just with me, just with people that I know, or you open to the hug the whole world, the whole planet, the whole galaxy, the whole universe, the whole multiverse. And the music allows you to go as far as you decide. And
But interesting too. We're just talking about the Leo and the heart. That piece of music, of course, is piano, and there's the string, orchestra on there. But there's a solo violin, and violin is connected to opening the heart. That's the instrument that the heart vibrates with, where various other organs in the body vibrate with other instruments. So it is part of that opening up to all that is.
Yeah, true. You know, you were saying about the ancient tribes that they get, that they were meeting on these circles, around the fire. In Spanish, the etymology of Spanish in Spanish is really, really interesting because there is a lot of meaning, significance. In Spanish, home is hogar, and in the fire of the in the middle of any circle, it means hoguera. So if we take those two terms, is really interesting, because being in our home is being around the fire, and between like with the help of all of us, we're going to keep alive that fire and getting great, getting
Right.
bigger, and each one each one of us, we have a special labor that completes the labor of everyone, and we, in order to keep that fire alive. So that again is the fire, Leo, the community, Aquarius.
and then it's contagious. That's what happens with fire. With fire, it's contagious. So when you have that fire in you, it can go and go and go and go. And I like it. And just right now, I was seeing around the months that you are born, like Rene, and because we talk about it, and Robert, it's like almost like 6 months apart, approximately. But then you have the other X, and Sylvia and I were exactly in the other acts with June and November. We are creating a cross in this conversation.
Great.
So we're creating, through the cross, we create the centers of centers that we were talking about in Spanish. It's the cosmic universal love, that what it keeps this growing and expansion in cosmic order. Yeah. But look at this. And so when you are at the event, you're going to notice I'm going to be talking today in the morning. They show me different portals and they all create a cross. And right now we are creating the same. I'm like, oh, come on.
Well, it's creating the ley lines, the crossing, the meeting of the ley lines.
Yeah.
Like at 0.00, where we have the 7 ley lines intersecting.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's so much things that are going to be happening in this. And I'm extremely excited. And as I said to them, and Robert knows, he really relies on what I feel. And I say, I want to invite Sylvia and Rene to do the round tables for this. And he said, why is the reason? Is because I feel it so much in my heart.
Yeah. But I mentioned
that's the biggest reason for me to move right now. For me is
Yeah.
to be authentic is, do I really feel it? And sometimes it doesn't make sense in terms of whatever your mind wants or so on, or whatever rules and restrictions socially and so on. For me, it's like my heart. My heart feels is absolutely right. And the more we talk, for me, it's where I get the house. It had to be this way. It's
Yeah.
so beautiful what you both are helping us to create, so we can have this fire going more
Yeah.
and expand and expand.
Yeah.
Never ending.
It's so
It's-
beautiful, the image of the fire in the center, no? And we all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It-
beautiful.
It's interesting, we were talking about Argentina and Spain.
Yes.
Well, Lilly and I, we go to a place called the Blue Room, and I was there this morning having a special meditation treatment, and I was talking to the girl who was looking after the place, and we ended up talking, and she said, "Oh, well, some psychic told me about I was dancing, and because I was talking about Argentina with her, I don't know why, and she said, "Oh, the dancing in Argentina," and I said, "Yeah, but it's the tango," and then she said, "Yeah, but they mentioned Spain." I said, "Oh, well, the flamenco, and I said there is a very big connection there because the two of them are fire energies, those two dances, the passion of the heart and the fire of the Argentinian one is like this, and the Spanish one is like this, and so interesting that suddenly, a couple hours later, we're talking about that same connection,
And the fire. And we're talking about the fire.
Exactly.
And talking that Sylvia and Rene are going to be in the round tables like the fire keepers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Making sure that fire keeps going on and on from
Exactly.
Spain and from Argentina to the world. This is nice.
So where in Argentina?
I'm from Venezuela. I live in Buenos Aires now.
Oh, Buenos
I'm living
Aires,
in
okay.
Buenos Aires, yes.
Oh, okay.
But I feel very, very connected with this land, with Argentina.
I can
great.
understand that. I've been there so many times. I just love it there. Yeah, I
It's
love it.
great.
Yeah,
Buenos Aires.
yeah.
But
yes,
I don't know if you know this, Robert. Rene is from Ecuador.
Yeah.
He lives
See?
in Spain, but he's from Ecuador. Ecuador is one of my favorite
if I was
places.
going to live somewhere else, Ecuador.
Ecuador.
See?
Yeah.
Ah, wow.
See.
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I have a family there, a whole family. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, I bet that you have been in Cuenca.
No, I've only been to Quito and outside of Quito in the Andes and also down in the rainforest, but I've never been.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
we need to stay
Yeah.
longer there because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt so good there, and I felt the diversity there. It's like,
Next year I'm
incredible.
going. Next year I'm going.
yeah. Are
Oh,
you
yeah,
inviting
okay.
us?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Ecuador. I was born in Ecuador, but I was raised in El Salvador, in Central America. So you
And
were
where?
talking there. You were talking there about the condor and the eagle.
Mhm.
El
Sí.
Salvador.
Yeah, in El Salvador. In
Oh,
Central
El
America,
Salvador. See? Yeah,
in Central
that's-
America, there is this bird that is called oh my god, I forgot it. That is a snake and a bird. It's from Mexico.
Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there is a Mayan legend in which they say this civilization, they told that when the eagle, the Quetzalcoatl, and the condor get together, the new human is going
Exactly.
But
Yes.
this is what we did. This is what we did. We were in November there, Robert and I, doing the first step for this blueprint. And it's a place where the legend said that Quetzalcoatl was born. And it's between three volcanoes. And there is also a book that's called la mujer dormida va a dar a luz. The sleeping woman is going to give birth. And that's the mujer dormida, it's one of the volcanoes, the Iztaccíhuatl. And the book talk about exactly a new culture is going to be born there. And so Mexico, what we did there is unifying exactly Eagle Condor and the Quetzalcoatl, which is the dragon energy, which for Voices of the Elohim, extremely a guidance, and it's going to be very present also in the blueprint for the new humanity. So again, I'm like, that's what I say. A lot of ahas when you start talking.
Yeah, always.
And
It's like the umbilical cord, between North America and South America, and there is a lot of energy, going down from, in the original place where all the energy is coming is Asia, but it intensifies in North America, Central America, and it goes purified into the Andes in South America.
Yes.
We're so ready for this.
Yeah.
I think we're ready, and we are. This party is just beginning.
It's just
All
beginning.
of you are invited to the round tables that we're going to be
Exactly.
leading on that 11, 12, and 13.
Yeah.
So it's exactly 10, 11, 12, 13 September. What's going to happen is, look, I always say that I never know where this video is going to end. So look around, somewhere around it, you're going to find a link to the event. And if you're participating to the event, come and share your experience to the round tables. But even if you're not part of the event, come and join the round tables. Be part of the event through the round tables. So this is the whole invitation. You're going to have the fire keepers of the round tables, Rene and Sylvia. It's going to be completely bilingual. It's going to be Spanish and English. And share your wisdom with all of us. Let's keep the fire expanding.
Right.
Yeah, expanding.
Yeah.
What I just realized, that the for the people that is inside the event is also the opportunity to expand this wisdom to the people that is going to listen to them also.
Exactly. It's a very,
It's
it's
beautiful.
like the
It's
fire
beautiful.
to the fire to the fire. I call it always the cycle of the light. So it's like you bring it and you start and it goes all around, because also whoever feels participating into the event, it's going to help the foundation, which is the foundation for a new humanity. We're going to help communities in Mexico. And so it's like the light, we share those fires that we were talking in circles of circles. And we share the wisdom and we start to expand. And I know between us four is not the last time we share this beautiful round table.
Of course. Yeah. Never ending cycle. Na, 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 na. Instead of a story cycle.
Yeah, I know, I got it, but it's very good. I like it. And you know what we could do, Robert? Maybe they can put for the round tables. Now that Zoom is a lot better with music, and because the round table is going to be through the platform of Zoom, they can put the creation in the background. Like sometimes I do that, like in a very, very low. So it helps to that what I was saying, right?
Yeah.
So nice. Wow, it's going to be a huge event, blueprint for new humanity.
Yeah.
We wait you there.
Yes.
Well, I'll send you. I'll send you both MP3 of the whole CD.
Genial.
Okay, the Silent Path 2. I'll send that. Yeah, and then you can get connected with that and
Thank you.
Thank you
know
so
a bit
much.
more about me.
Oh, so nice. Thank you, Robert. Thank you so much.
Great.
So we send all of you apapachos,
Apapacho.
which is hug from soul to soul. Oh, I love it. See you at the event. Go and look for the link. and enjoy the roundtables with Sylvia and Rene. And let's keep co-creating all together this new humanity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you.
Happy now and here.